8:35 this afternoon, don't miss it. But team, what sad news we had yesterday. The passing of John McCririck at the age of 79. Loud, brash, combative, but a man with a huge heart, a unique broadcaster, and Bruff Scott pays this tribute to his former colleague.
Stand by. Yeah.
There was always a lot of John McCririck, and a lot more than the wacky clothes and the manic tic-tac signals from the betting ring.
It's marvellous, isn't it?
After 4 starts in the Dorchester kitchen and a bookmaking business, he found his niche in newspapers and was named Investigative Journalist of the Year on 2 occasions.
How do you answer the accusation that stewards are corrupt?
But it was on TV that he really flourished.
Here's John McCririck.
And his forays from the betting ring changed the face of racing coverage.
From all the ITV team, we hope you're enjoying Derby Day just as much as we are here.
Doubling up as both a proud old Harrovian and an unashamed populist, it became a national, even an international institution. Colourful, controversial, at times infuriating.
Look at this man now. If you're a lady or a woman, this is the most revolting specimen.
Yeah.
But always wonderfully brave and well informed, he took up the cudgels for the punter and for the little man.
Walk on with hope in your heart, and you'll never walk alone.
I worked with Matt for 20 years.
Now to someone who sure is awfully nice underneath it all, John McCririck.
But although his ego needed a bit of handling,
So, Bruff, please tell them to leave me alone today.
he loved being part of a team, and win or lose, no programme with him would be a dull one.
The dream goes on. Away the lads.
Once seen, John McCririck was not to be forgotten. Then, now, or whenever they tell the history of the racing game.
One thing for sure, the world is a more boring place today without Big Mac in it. Another colleague, Alice Plunkett, paid a lovely tribute. She said he was balmy, kind, frustrating, a mentor, fun, infuriating, brilliant, hard-working, passionate about his sport, and larger than life. And on the ITV Hub, what a lovely picture that is. And you can see Tanya Stevenson talking about her great mate on the opening show this morning. Lovely words. And Matt Chapman, as we see the great man in the betting ring, he was a colossus in there, wasn't he?
And it was down here in the betting ring that Big Mac made his name. You idiots! Grow up! How old are you? Come down here. Honestly, these people follow me around at the racecourse. And as I've just proven, that is why John McCririck was unique. Because only he could talk to the public in the way he did. Great knowledge of the sport, great knowledge of the betting ring. He liked to claim he was a failed bookmaker. There are other racing presenters who play on the fact that they failed at things. It was all part of his act. Quite simply, I am merely a cheap imitation of Big Mac. He was the governor of the betting ring. But what I can do, the Big Mac can't, I'm afraid now, is the market movers today. We can 4-1 and 9-4 respectively. But you know what, I'm going to crawl around the ring today, but this ring belonged to one man, and that man was John McCririck.
Yeah, well said, Matt. He will be much missed. Now let's catch up with any market moves with Matt.
Yeah, thanks very much, Francesca. In fact, it's all gone a little bit quiet here in the betting ring because the racecourse is just paying tribute to John McCririck, and they've just put a lovely sign up on the big screen in front of the stand. You can see that right now. John McCririck there, 1940 to 2019, and he got a huge round of applause here at Sandown yesterday. He'd be telling you Mojito is a very well-backed horse into 9-2 from a top price 9-1 with Betway this morning. Mojito the best backed, it's 6-1 bar. Big Mac. I hope you're going to enjoy it wherever you're watching from.
Nice to hear that reception for John McCririck, because I think if you walked in the street, I said it on social media last night, and asked for someone in racing, they'd probably say Frankie. at the moment. John McCririck, I always get asked, what's he like, the man with the sideburns?
Yeah, Ed, just a little word on Big Mac. I was working with him one day and he said to me in an advert break, what would happen if I said to you, Jason, that the jockey made this sort of manoeuvre? I'd say, well, I think you're an absolute idiot. You're a real fool, John. He said, great. When we come back, I'll say it, you attack me and we'll get them talking. And that was exactly how he played the game.
Brilliant.